Good morning. You're absolutely right. You can't ignore the politics, but when people say big business has returned to Riyadh, they never actually left, really, did they? I mean, folks that we've been speaking to over the last couple of days here in Riyadh saying, these are the same people that we've been talking to all along. They never really disappeared. Maybe they didn't send the top guys to the second FII, the Future Investment Initiative, at the end of last year, following, of course, the murder of Jamal Khashoggi and the Riyadh Ritz-Carlton roundup. But there was still a presence, and they were still taking meetings, and they were still on the phone with their Saudi counterparts. Listen in to what Mr. Finke had to say earlier this morning, because essentially I asked him, okay, you're in China, you're in Asia broadly, you're in Europe, now talking about potentially even putting an office in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. But would you also feel the same about getting into Russia? Listen in.
I can pretty much say we probably won't be going to Russia anytime soon.
Is that the politics?
Yeah, and when you invest, you have to have a confidence in the leadership and the political system. And so when you're making local investments, the rule of law does matter. And that's why these things are complex. And right now we can't do everything, nor do we want to do everything. We're looking for that value. We see that value potentially in the Middle East as a place for us to expand. We haven't had as big of a presence more recently, but to go everywhere at once doesn't make sense either.
That was Tom Finke, the CEO of Barings, essentially saying it is all about the leadership when we look at getting involved in a country. It's about rule of law, and he was essentially making it pretty clear there that he considers the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, a safer bet than Russian President Vladimir Putin. And I think it's interesting as well, guys, the conversations I've been having here over the last couple of days. I had a panel yesterday with His Excellency Mohammed al-Shaddan, the finance minister of Saudi Arabia, as well as Larry Finke. We've seen, of course, Larry Finke pretty heavily involved in the region over the last couple of years, particularly a few months ago with a $4 billion tie up with ADNOC, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. I asked him, at the end of the day, we know that you've been involved with these Aramco bonds, but does that actually translate into a concrete investment at some point inside the kingdom? He told me, hey, listen, we are considering and planning to open an office in Riyadh, but he didn't give me any details about an investment, about putting his money actually to work in the kingdom, guys. So that's still quite the conundrum, isn't it? It's about the company versus the country.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.